Is this? Okay. So I think I'm recording. So this one's for Park City Council. I know I'm going to pay for this because every time I do something like this, I'm going to get hit with police officers and compliance officers, and I'm going to have to clean up my yard. It's spring. I got to clean up my yard anyway. Not a big problem. Got some junk. I'm going to do it. It's not a problem. This is a problem, and I'm going to tell you, Park City Council. My name is Theron Carmichael. I'm sorry I can't be there with you, but I'm an old man, and I'm 60 years old. They won't give me the COVID vaccination until I get to be 65, at least at this point. They'll give my daughter, Tiffany, you know her, she works at Cracker Barrel, the waitress down there. They'll give her a vaccination, but because I'm not up to 65, I'm only 60, they won't give it to me. So years ago, this is 58th Street. Years ago, this street it's sand. This is wonderful sand right here. Dust does not come flying off this sand. I can drive down this road and no dust. It's a good road. Grader takes good care of it. It actually used to go right through there. From there, 58th Street, right through that house. Park City traded that land for the land between that house, the white house, and the cream-colored house. Iron's house, Rhonda's house. And now there's a drainage ditch through there that goes back to a drainage pond that's behind those two sheds back there. And 58th Street that went right through that house that they traded, the right-of-way on the map actually ended at that pond, right there at that fence line. And that fence line goes all the way across, way out to 61st Street. And this is 58th Street. So that was what's going on when I moved here. And one of the first things I did was I cut out all these trees so my kids could play in my front yard. And as soon as I did that, the road grader started my property. I can show you exactly where my property is. Right here is where my property stake is. So when I did that, the road grader started making this corner round. Rounding it off and making it as round as he could make it. And the street was supposed to be straight through there. This was supposed to be a 90-degree corner. It wasn't supposed to be a round corner. And the cars would be racing around here and just damn near ran over the kids that lived in this house and my kids. I complained about it. And that's why there's this stop sign here. It's because they came out here and they put the stop sign here so their road grader wouldn't cut my corner anymore. And then they made a ditch. From the stop sign, they made a ditch across here. And that ditch went all the way over here to my mailbox. And there was no place for the ditch to drain. So it filled up and became a long pond. No ditch. A ditch is supposed to drain. It was a pond. They made a pond in my front yard, so I had to come out and fill that in. That's what happens when you deal with it. But I do like the stop sign stopped the road grader from cutting. Otherwise, that grass there wouldn't be there. He would make the road right up to the trees if I would cut the trees for him. That's why I don't cut the trees anymore. Years later, Park City came out here and they decided there was a drainage problem. And they had traded that property because they always wanted to drain these ditches through there back to and build a pond back there. It was not a pond. And they got all of us out here together. Let's take a good look at my pond. That's a big mud puddle. That is a big mud puddle. they got all of us out here. They got us together in a city council meeting. And they wanted to do something about the drainage. Because the drainage used to go between Rhonda's house, that cream house, and that blue house. There's a ditch that goes back through there, and it went to the railroad tracks, which are now abandoned. And then it drained down, went under the railroad tracks, over to a holding pond that's over there, that's still over there. Wasn't working very well. So they gave us the options of having a paved street with gutters, or have this, and we would have to pay specials. So I wanted this to be a paved street with gutters. But because if you notice, I live on one of the largest lots, I was going to have to pay the most specials. That didn't matter to me. This person over here wasn't going to have to pay hardly any specials at all. They was going to get a cheap curb and gutter. Iron was going to get a cheap curb and gutter. I was going to have to pay for it. They voted against it, and they got this for free. They dug ditches, and then they poured this stuff that's kind of like a pavement. But believe me, dust comes out of this. Okay? This is full of mud and yuck and dirt. It's not like this sand road over here. Look at this. Does this look like something that's going to raise dust? Now let me tell you what this pond is doing. This pond wasn't here until they put this pavement here. And then my driveway couldn't drain off like it used to drain off because they raised it up. So my driveway was high. They raised the road up high, and then they got this pond full of mud. And now when I drive my truck out of this mud puddle, it picks up the mud and it takes the mud and spreads it all the way down. I'm still dropping mud when I get up there. When I get up to Park Place, I'm still dropping mud on this what they call something pavement. Okay? And then the next day, look, nobody else has ponds. I drop mud here one day. The next day, this is supposed to be some kind of pavement. The next day I drive over that mud clod when it's dry and it's dirt, and it smashes it into dust, into dirt dust, and lays it out across this road. And then the next day, when I come all the way down this street, I leave that dirt out of my driveway in the air in a cloud of dust that goes on these people's houses. Hi, Floyd. I'm trying to fix the dust problem on my road. I get the mud out of my driveway, spray it down the street, and then I run over it, turn it into dust, and then I drive over it and send the dust into your house. So I'm going to try and get Park City to fill in a pond at the end of my driveway. I tell you, yep, that's it. Take care, I'll see you. So anyway, so you can see what the problem is. I miss you guys. I miss Emil. I email Emil now and then. I miss David. I miss you guys. Should probably come down on Tuesday night, talk to you guys at City Council. But I'm just going to email this to start with. You guys want me to come down and talk to you about it? It's just pretty simple. Okay, I'll come down and talk to you. I don't know if you watched all this, but that's what's going on at my house. And here's the pond. And I don't care if it's there. The 4 washed off. There's my cat. I know you're going to send a compliance officer out here telling me to clean up my yard. I'll have it done before she gets out here. I'll even paint the fascias on my house. Okay? I know I'm the poorest house in the neighborhood. Well, except for that other one down there. It's the same size lot as mine, but it's got a trailer house. Oh, and the other one on the other one with the highest specials for having curb and gutter, his house burnt down. So I'm going to show you one more time what these wonderful, great roads look like before Park City annexed this Riverview Heights sub-edition and made it into a part of Park City. Look, Jenkins is coming with us. This is sand. 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 It's rocks. It's not dirt. It's not mud. Okay? When you drive down this road, it does not raise a cloud of dust. And how much it cost them to do this was just to keep maintaining like it was designed to be. And it was designed to actually go straight through that house. There was supposed to be a right-hand turn, and you were supposed to be able to go that way down that street for the second exit out of my community to get to 61st Street so I could go to the grocery store without having to drive on Broadway, because we know if you drive on Broadway, you're likely to get pulled over by the police department. All right? I'll be happy to come down there and see you guys at City Council on Tuesday night if I don't get a response. Bye-bye now.